DZXL News 558 kHz 6 na dekadang maaasahan sa balita at serbisyo publiko. Ang himpilan ng RMN Network sa Mega Manila. Live sa radyo at online.
Ang oras 10:03.
Malaki man o sa maliit na paraan, pwede kang maging bayani sa sarili mong kakayahan. Kwentong Bayani. Tunghayan ang mga storya ng bawat individual at organisasyon na siyang magbibigay ng inspirasyon sa mga komunidad, lipunan at sa bawat mamamayan. Kwentong Bayani. Kwentong Bayani. Kasama si Jojo Armenta at Radyoman Jenny Pahilanga sa Kwentong Bayani. Dito sa DZXL 558 Radyo Trabaho tuwing Sabado alas 10 hanggang alas 11 ng umaga at sa Facebook page ng RMN DZXL 558 Manila. Kwentong Bayani. Kwentong Bayani. Hatid ng Benita Catalino Lia Foundation at ng RMN Networks. Kwentong Bayani. Kwentong Bayani.
Magandang umaga po ng Sabado sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Radyoman Jenny Pahilanga. Dito ang Kwentong Bayani with my partner, Jojo Armenta. Partner, good morning.
Good morning! Magandang umaga po ng Sabado sa inyong lahat. Isang mainit na umaga.
Yes, beautiful weather, partner. And last Saturday for the month of October.
Ang bilis. Last Saturday na natin.
Mag-birthday ka na naman.
Birthday naman tayo.
At monthsary yan ng ating BCYF. But before naman Kasama, gusto ko po muna ng batiin. Congratulations and best wishes sa aking partner, Jojo Armenta. Ano po apelido? Graham. Wow! Hindi kinabutan ako. I'm happy for you, partner. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. At sila po ay isang DVD ba yan? Kinasal po. Last na po, partner, Friday, Thursday. Sa ngalan ng BCYF na Arman at Kwentong Bayani, congratulations, partner. I really see the love and admiration in your eyes. Oh! Ayan.
Speaking of love, partner, tuloy-tuloy ang ating pagbibigay ng inspirasyon. Nakaka-love naman yung mga kwento ng ating mga kasama every Saturday. We're just so happy that our show is still ongoing and we give inspiration to many people sa buong bansa. No, at even Filipino kasi it's live in YouTube, in Facebook, so they can also watch that from other countries. So maraming salamat sa inyong support. Puno-puno rin kami ng pagmamahal.
Yes, thank you for that. And so, this is the last Saturday for the month of October, partner. Ang daming nangyari, ang dami nating pag-uusapan ngayon.
Yes. Jenny, on November, we're celebrating the anniversary month of BCYF. Kasabay dito yung paghahanap namin ng National Hometown Heroes. So, search for Hometown Heroes is an awards and recognition program of BCYF. Kung kayo ay isang individual, no, na gumagawa ng kabutihan o mga proyekto or programa para sa inyong komunidad na napili outside your job or outside your work, kayo po ang hinahanap na BCYF for the search for Hometown Heroes. So, pwede niyo makita yung mga detalye sa ating Facebook page, BCYF Foundation. Para kayo ay mag-nominate or kung kayo yun, pwede po kayo makasali at mag-apply.
Yan, excited tayo dyan, partner, yung mga gumagawa, no? Sa maliit man o malaking bagay ng kabutihan sa kapwa. Excited tayo.
Sama na yung mga partners na namang nakaka-inspire na individual.
Yes.
She can enlighten us more on how to be an active volunteer maybe or an effective citizen of the nation or our society. So, natin patagalin, I'm gonna introduce our guest for this morning.
Okay.
So, actually, she is was the country head, program director of 1 Million Lights Philippines, no, from September 22 to December 2024. Now, he's the trustee of the same organization, 1 Million Lights Philippines. She is also a social impact director and a Master Social Entrepreneur. Ang ating po kasama this morning, walang iba kundi si Miss Naomi Brisket. Hi, Naomi.
Good morning, Naomi.
Hello, morning.
Ayan. How are you today, ma'am?
Ay naman po.
Yeah. At beautiful, beautiful smile. Okay. So partner, umpisa na natin. Mga kasama, the trusty po of 1 million lives, Philippines, ma'am. Ano pong nagbigay sa ng inspirasyon? Ito, magandang tanong to yung bunga agad. Inspirasyon agad. Para umpisahan natin, gampanan natin, at maging bahagi po nitong advokasya ninyo sa 1 million lives, Philippines. And how has it shaped po your personal journey ninyo?
So yung 1 Million Lives Philippines po was founded when the founders were in high school. When I took over po, it was around 10 years old na. So we were volunteer run for 10 years. So it was born out of the problem of energy poverty. So, you know, usually pag laking syudad, hindi natin namamalayan or alam na outside of Manila, there's no more electricity or there's very limited access to electricity. So this affects po opportunities from education to safety, healthcare, and many other facets of life. So 1 Million Lives was founded to be able to help alleviate that the problems that come with energy poverty. So for the past 13, 14 years, we've been working around the Philippines nationwide po yung operations namin in order to provide solar power. So we didn't want to just provide any electricity. Gusto namin yung malinis po yung solar energy and sustainable. And once nabigay po yung solar, wala na masyadong expenses yung mga communities. So that was how we were born and what we continue to do to this day.
Ngayon ko lang narinig yung partner Jojo, no? Miss Naomi, yung energy poverty, no? Oo, naakala natin kasi maliwanag sa Metro Manila. Pero pagdating sa mga probinsya, sa mga kadululuhan na probinsya, merong energy poverty, Miss Naomi.
So yung energy poverty po isn't just the lack of electricity. It's the lack of electricity that affects productivity, safety. Lang po yung walang ilaw, kundi nawawala po ng oportunidad sa mga edukasyon, mga ganun po. So we try to address not just the light, but everything that comes after the light.
Okay. Yeah. And it's one way ng Kasi walang ilaw, lahat apektado, di ba? So, ganun yung problem. Actually, it's very similar to Partner Jenny. Award for DZXL.
Yeah, yun nagdadala sila, no? Ng mga solar, di ba?
One-liter flight, di ba?
Yun po yung advocacy. I think for 1 Million Lives, we focus on solar energy as a whole. So, lots of our projects po, hindi lang po ilaw. We call them like last mile schools. So, sila po yung huli. Once they receive the help, they're usually in far-flung areas. We have lots of communities po in the Surigao region, in the Siargao region.
Okay.
So, for example, if you can imagine yung mga heat wave, the students go to school na wala pong kuryente, so marami po na nosebleed or nagkakasakit, every day like conditions to go to school. So what we do is we go to these schools. We provide solar energy po, which will power their electric fans to improve the learning conditions. We are also able to provide Starlink, so may connectivity na po sila. One of the problems many teachers in the last mile schools face is the media to teach. A lot of them kasi po wala pong kuryente, board lang po. So with solar, now they can show videos, they can games, they can use Microsoft PowerPoint or Canva. Many different methods of teaching are opened up just through solar energy. So that's one example po of some of the work that we do in these communities.
Okay.
Naman yung parang mission ng 1 million lives. So, Miss Naomi, we are actually BCYF. we add personal CSR. So CSR is not corporate social responsibility, it's more of like citizenship, sustainability, and social responsibility. I think pasok na pasok yung 1 million lives dun sa advocacy, no? But we're also very into personal CSR. So we want to ask mismo, like how did you start as bago ka pa napunta sa 1 million life? What's your story and journey as a volunteer? Bakit advocacy mo to? Bakit ka na in love sa pagtulong?
Ba't ko kinarir?
Kinarir, okay po.
Yun po. So, it started also like that, very much personal, volunteer, personal, what did you call it po? Citizenship.
Yeah.
Sustainability and social responsibility.
Yes. So it really started as a personal journey. Nung college po ako, I was part of an organization that would do community work. We would go to Batangas, we would go diving po. And then in line with that, we would also work in the communities in the areas where we dive. So doon ko po na-realize na parang outside of Metro Manila, there's so much work that needs to be done and so many communities in need. So from then, it stayed with me until after graduated college. I worked a few jobs po, pero hindi ko po na-feel na I was fulfilled. I felt like there was so much work that needs to be done in the Philippines and that I could, help it. So I started to, it's hard to do like a career transition. So I started first volunteering. I volunteered with several like marine diving organizations. I volunteered WWF, and eventually I found my way to 1 million lights. And
Hindi ka busy, Miss Naomi?
Naomi.
Naomi. Ano yan ang pangalan niya sa Bible eh? Naomi, hindi ka busy ha? Ang dami.
Yeah, it's actually named from Naomi sa Bible.
Yeah.
So yun. So it started really from college, and then I really tried to find organizations na I could be a part of that had volunteer openings. And even in 1 million nights, I started as a volunteer before I transitioned into a full-time role. So yun po. I think if there's anybody listening that wants to be a part of change we can see at 1 million lights, or any other type of impact work, development work, to really try to find organizations that are mobilizing, because there are many. I think kasi po when we're alone at home, tapos nakikita po natin yung news, we feel very alone, or we feel na wala tayong magagawa. But if you search for, there's a lot of youth organizations that are mobilizing. There are a lot of people who also want to help and who want to work, and they have channels that are ready for you to mobilize behind. So that's what I did, and that's what I would advise anyone interested to do as well.
Okay. Yes, partner.
May follow-up lang ako.
Go ahead.
So with the solar energy that you guys are providing sa community, who do you partner with para provide yung mga solar?
So energy is actually a very multifaceted issue. It involves every level of the government and private, public. It's really a collaboration that has to happen between all the different facets of the Philippines. And what 1 million lights does is we consider ourselves as a bridge. We bridge LGUs to the community. LGUs to funders to communities to organizations. And we're never able to do a project just by ourselves. As the bridge, we really just try to connect the resources to people who need it, and the decision makers. We try to advocate also for the people on the ground. So we work with LGUs. We work with many LGUs in Siargao, Rotawan, Bukidnon, Zambales. And it's actually also, side note, surprising that, the parang famous destinations like El Nido or Siargao, outside of the tourist area, there are a lot of communities that are living in energy poverty. So we do work a lot in those areas. Yun, we also partner a lot with local NGOs in the area. Because since our operations are nationwide, we always want to make sure that when we are working in a community, we're working with an organization that's trusted by the community. So usually it's important to also integrate a local NGO that's been working with that community for a long time into the project. And then we also have the donor side, which is usually like yung mga corporate social responsibility, like banks or law firms, different citizen groups, like JCI, or for the banks, mga BPO. You'll find when you're in the space na madami pong gustong magtulong. So it's all about just mobilizing, organizing. And that's where 1 million lives comes in.
Okay. Pero partner, tanong ko lang din, saan nyo kinuha o anong pinagmula nung 1 million lives Philippines ang pinaka, pangalan ng inyong organization, ano? Naomi?
So yeah, 1 million lights originally was an NGO from the US, and then naging chapter po yung Philippines.
Alright.
But right now, the original one has dissolved many years ago, but the Philippines one is still continuing. The original reason for the 1 million lights is because we wanted to give 1 million solar lights. As we've grown, we've from just solar lights to solar energy, and we consider the 1 million lights to be more about like lights or lives lit up, opportunities that were lit up with solar, the new education opportunities, the new livelihood opportunities. So it's become something a little more from more literal to more figurative and more of like a beautiful goal for us to have as an organization to just light up as many lives as possible.
Wow. Marireach talaga natin yung 1 million lights. How many years na kayo, Miss Naomi?
Mga mag 13 or 14 na po.
Kumbaga dalaga na. Yes, partner.
In the Philippines, 13 years in the Philippines?
Opo.
Wow!
Because it was founded when the founders were in high school pa lang. So, working na sila. May mga baby na po. but lights is still alive and kicking.
It's good.
Have we reached 1 million?
Not yet.
Looking forward to that. 1 million.
Always a good goal.
Ano naman?
That's a good goal. I want to know also, Miss Naomi, like, can you share to us a specific story that you would never forget or maybe struck you in helping community with regards to the program you mentioned? Isang ka-inspire na story we can share to our viewers and listeners.
Okay. I think for me, the biggest thing I take away from 1 million lights is it's never 1 million lights as the main character. We're always the channel, we're always the bridge, and through our projects we met a really amazing community in Siargao. This is the island of Anahawan. So Anahawan is around 45 minutes by bangka from General Luna, the main area of Siargao. And we first met them because after Typhoon Odette ravaged the whole region there. Many of them were left without houses or infrastructure, and we were able to meet the community during typhoon relief efforts. So we were giving solar in that area, just the solar lights to help light their ways home, to make sure that they're safe at night, especially because after typhoon, there's no light, right? And there's a lot of debris, so it's not safe to walk around. There's a lot of crime also at night, so a light, just a small light, can go a long way. That's how we started, and in not just Anahawan but many of the other neighboring communities in Anahawan, but I want to focus on Anahawan for this. So that was in around 2021. By 2023 we had grown our relations there, and we brought in sponsors and donors to help solarize the covered courts. So, in these far-flung communities, the covered courts usually function as like the community center, the community hub where everyone can gather around. But in this particular community, it was located in a place na medyo madilim.
Oo.
People avoid it at night. There was some crime happening there at night. But what we did, together with all of the stakeholders, we came in and we
Mm-mm.
were able to um, solarize and put solar power in the covered courts and the health center there. So what that did
Oh.
is it helped the barangay health workers have an office that they could work in. It
Mm-hmm.
there was fans, internet, charging capabilities, printer,
Mm-mm.
and so that helped the BHWs be more productive, and especially in the covered courts, it re-energized or changed the culture in that area in a good way,
Uh-huh.
because that covered court was now able to host community and cultural events at night.
Mm-hmm.
People were no longer afraid to walk in that area. They held youth camps there. They held their fiestas there, and that was the beginning, the continuation of the change that solar can bring. I also want to point out that anytime that we bring in any projects, it's always in collaboration with the community. So
Mm-mm.
it's always something that they ask for, something that comes from them, never
Mm-hmm. Kung anong
from.
kailangan. Mm-mm.
And then, so that was in 2023. Come 2020, and later that year, 1 Million Nights was also awarded by DepEd for the energization projects that we've been doing in the schools around Siargao.
Mm-hmm.
And a few months later, we were also able to collaborate with different organizations like Call Over Ridges, and Project One, and also especially the star teacher who has been our community coordinator in Anahawan. Her name is Teacher Irvian, and all the youth leaders. We were able to electrify a mini library in
Mm-hmm.
the community. So this is a year after our first project.
Mm-hmm.
This was community fundraised. So through different businesses, different private sponsors, or different,
Mm-mm.
first people who wanted to contribute, we were able to electrify this previously unused building, and now it's a hub for the youth leadership to come. They're able to, teach children there, and the nanays of the community have a source of income now because they're able to have a charging station. And from 0 pesos, now they're earning approximately 1,000 pesos a week on being able to charge. And this is just the beginning. There's going to be refs so that they can have ice candy, cold drinks, and different sources of income. So
Mm-mm.
the important thing with the solar is that it's not just there to light up the room, it's also tied into livelihood po and the local economy. It helps the
Mm-mm.
local economy grow. It helps the nanays, the BHWs, those who previously didn't have a source of income on the island, have a way um to live on the island. They don't need to leave, go to General Luna
Mm-mm.
to be able to to work. And
Mm-hmm.
I think one of my favorite things also, since we were able to provide Starlink po, many of the teachers were able to finish their masters online
Mm.
instead of traveling
Oo, that's good.
long distances on the weekends to go to Surigao, the
Mm-mm.
closest campus. Now they can finish their masters from the island
Yeah.
itself. So it's a way also to, to decentralize and to help
Mm-mm.
islands really fend for themselves.
Yeah. Naomi, that's good, ano? Very, very, ano naman talaga, inspiration. Full of inspirations yung kwento mo. Pero partner Jojo, before we pause for a break, partner, Naomi, why Siargao? Bakit doon tayo na tuunan ng ating pagbibigay ng tulong sa kanila?
Mm-mm. So our projects po are nationwide,
Yeah.
but we have a focus on Siargao mainly
Yeah.
because there's a great need. Um,
Oh.
I think kasi when people think of Siargao, they think of the tourist destination.
Yeah, the famous. Oo.
But yun po, once you leave the main tourist area, there's no more development, there's no more funding po in those areas. And that's what
Okay.
many of the last mile schools are. So um we find that near these tourist areas is actually where a lot of the need is.
Ah. Yung pala partner, no? Oo, thank you for that. Okay, partner?
Marami pa tayo actually pag-uusapan and question, no? Well, few question for Naomi and about 1 million lives. To know more about the organization, what can we get from the story and journey of Miss Naomi. So, wag po kayong aalis because magbibigay muna tayo ng ilang paalala, mga paalala ng announcement ng DZXL. So, stay tuned. Pagbabalik po ang programa, Kwentong
Bayani. Oras, 10:28.
That time check was brought to you by PCSO. PCSO, hindi umuurong sa pagtulong.
Maulan man, no worries na amoy kulob ang damit.
Charm, Fabcon, bangong kumakabloom, tanggal amoy kulob sa bango ng Charm.
Charm Fabcon with Bloom Fresh technology kills 99.9% of kulob-causing bacteria tested. May aroma burst pa of thousands of flowers and berries.
Ang sampay sa loob, no amoy kulob.
Bangong kumakabloom sa Charm.
Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Sa tulong ng tibay mula sa Bear Brand with 3 balanced meals and exercise. Puno ng tibay nutrisyon ng bawat baso ko. May tibay katawan at tibay resistensya to. Ako'y laki sa gatas, laking Bear Brand ako.
Tibay ngayon para sa matibay na bukas.
Ang kinis na niya.
In fairness, nag-glow up. May budget.
So solid, white rose papaya, wow, white roses. White rose papaya, wow, white roses. White rose papaya. May glow up with white rose papaya.
Puti sulit ang glow up sa White Rose Papaya. May papaya, niacinamide para sa puti power times 2. Plus shea butter and tea tree oil.
Glow up by the power of 2.
White Rose Papaya. Puti sulit ang glow up. Regular use helps. Results may vary. White Rose Papaya. Manufactured by ACS ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Narito na ang inyong pagkakataong manalo ng papremyo sa ACS Kwarta Extravaganza 2025. Over 5 million in prizes ang ipamimigay nationwide. Tax-free. May chance ang magwagi ng cash at gift packs mula sa ACS Manufacturing Corporation at sa RMN at IFM stations nationwide. Patuloy na gamitin ang Smart Dishwashing para sa chance ang manalo ng 1,500 pesos sa weekly draw at tumataginting na 100,000 pesos sa grand draw. Para sumali, isulat lamang sa isang malinis na papel ang inyong pangalan, address, contact number at pirmahan kasama ang 2 sachets of Smart Liquid 50 ml or 1 pouch of Smart Liquid 200 ml or 250 ml or 1 label wrapper of Smart Paste 200 grams or 400 grams. Ilakip ito sa isang white envelope. Isulat sa labas ang promo title na ACS Kwarta Extravaganza 2025. Ang pangalan ng produktong ginamit, ang promo week at RMN o IFM station na inyong sasalihan. Para sa kumpletong detalye, tingnan ang posters at ACS Kwarta Extravaganza FB page at aming website rmn.ph. Promo period is from August 24, 2025 to December 20, 2025 for DOH FDA CCH-UHSRR permit number 0137 series of 2025.
Santon Plus Herbal Capsule.
Ako si Joseph. 5 years na akong Santon Plus Herbal Capsule user. Walang ibang gamot na nakapagpagaling sa aking cirrhosis of the liver, kundi Santon Plus Herbal Capsule lang. The best talaga.
Santon Plus Herbal Capsule. Mabibili sa mga butika.
Ang kinis na niya.
In fairness, nag-glow up. May budget.
So solid, white rose papaya, wow, white roses. White rose papaya, wow, white roses. White rose papaya. May glow up with white rose papaya.
Puti sulit ang glow up sa White Rose Papaya. May papaya, niacinamide para sa puti power times 2. Plus shea butter and tea tree oil.
Glow up by the power of 2.
White Rose Papaya. Puti sulit ang glow up. Regular use helps. Results may vary. White Rose Papaya. Manufactured by ACS ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
DZXL News. Ang himpilan ng RMN. Malaki man o sa maliit na paraan, pwede kang maging bayani sa sarili mong kakayahan. Kwentong Bayani. Kwentong Bayani.
oras natin, 10:32, Radyo Man, Jenny Pahilanga, and of course, my partner, Jojo, and our special guest partner.
Magandang umaga po muli na Sabado sa inyong lahat. Nakasama po natin ngayong umaga is one of the trustee of 1 Million Lights Philippines, Miss Naomi Riskin. Good morning, Naomi.
Good morning.
Good morning again. And with your permission, Miss Naomi, we will be using some of your mga pictures from the official Facebook account of 1 Million Lights Philippines partner. Pero yung mga mga programa lang yung mga ginagawa niyo lang Ayan. So, partner, please. Ayan, ang ating magandang tanong pa rin.
Yes. Dahil nga pinag-uusapan natin kanina yung parang nakaka-inspire na story that Naomi can share to our listeners and viewers na natulungan na ng 1 Million Lights Philippines. Ako naman, ang tanong ko naman personally for Naomi is like, ano yung personal transformation? Wow. Personal transformation or like, ano pa, Miss Universe, no? Na parang changed you since you became part of 1 Million Lights.
Personal transformation. I think my whole person transformed po through my work in 1 Million Lights. Mas naging proud ako maging Pinoy. I was able to, experience the Philippines in so many different ways. Kasi when we go to these communities, we live in their houses, we work with them, with the teachers, opportunities and experiences that you wouldn't have as a normal tourist or as a normal citizen. I've grown to have a family in so many different communities all around the Philippines, and I think I saw firsthand talaga how hospitable and how open and warm Filipinos really are, and I really grew in my love for the Philippines. I think that's the biggest transformation, is just my love has grown and expanded so much through this work.
Yeah. And by the way, thank you to our digital head for today, Ayan, maraming salamat kay Master. Ayan, kasama natin, of course, Wilson. Ayan. So ito yung mga programa ninyo, Solar to, Miss Naomi? Yan. And this is in Siargao?
This one po is in El Nido, Palawan.
Okay. Isa sa mga pinuntahan
Ito po
din
yan po yung mini library in Siargao.
Oo. Uy, ang laki partner, Solar.
Sa Cebu. School po yan sa Cebu.
Oo. Ito yung mga nyo, 1 Million Lights Philippines. That's good. Thank you po. Ayan. So, to continue, partner, ayun. Miss Naomi? So, okay na. Ayan. Alam ba naman Miss Naomi, may mga nakikinig sa atin at nanonood ngayon na, syempre, yung mga binahagi mo kanina sa umpisa na ating programa, gusto rin maging katulad mo to make a difference. Of course, yun ang maganda naman na purpose natin in life Pwede ba bigyan mo kami ng mga ilang tips, Kagaya mo, paano mo ito na kamtan? Yung mga gusto rin maging sundan yung yapak mo kahit konti, sabi nga, and to make a difference. Konting tips naman, Naomi.
I think for me po, to listen to what's happening, to, madali lang po kasi ngayon na, to hear the news, there's so many bad things going on, tas tune out lang po natin, or tune out lang natin. We don't want to hear it, we don't want to feel bad, but I think that's where it gets bad, when we choose to not care. So my advice would really to be, even if it's difficult or masakit, to know that, behind these news are real people who need help, are real people who are suffering, real people who cannot just turn off the news to their own realities. And once you listen to that, once you listen to their stories, listen to what's really happening, you'll know that there are ways for you to help. You'll be able to find your own way or your own role in the bigger story of how to help, or how to help the Philippines, how to help Filipinos.
That's good. Very well said naman, Naomi. Thank you for that, partner.
Yes. Aside from Siargao, what are the places that you guys are targeting as well?
So in the Philippines kasi, if you do look at the map, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, it's kind of a scale of energy poverty. And you'll find that the further you get from Metro Manila, the more there is energy poverty. So our communities are mainly focused in the Visayas, Mindanao region. We have communities in the General Santos area, in the
Jensen.
Bukidnon area, in Visayas, the Siargao area, even outside of Cebu, like in the islands around Cebu in the middle of the ocean, those communities. Also, we work in those schools, work in schools in Palawan, different health centers there. And we do have communities also in Luzon, mostly in Zambales, Rizal also. There's lots of communities there, lots of indigenous communities.
Okay. Indigenous.
Everywhere
Oo. So, ang lawak pala, partner Jojo, ano, Miss Naomi, ng 1 Million Lights Philippines, no? At ito palagi din namin tinatanong to ni partner. Ano yung pinaka hindi mo malilimutang kwento, no? Sa Kwentong Bayani na ngumingiti yung mga pinupuntahan yung lugar na, uy, may ilaw na kami. Ayan. At saka anong reaction nyo dito, Miss Naomi, ng 1 Million Lights Philippines?
I think usually po kasi pag nag-install kami sa school or health
Oo.
center, we're in the community for about 1 week.
Isang
We bring
linggo.
volunteers,
Oo.
and the volunteers together with the community build the solar.
Okay.
They do the drilling, they install the light bulbs, the electric fans. Together with
Kompleto.
the community po also shares their culture. There's lots of we learn how to fish or how to weave. And it's a very fun and very immersive experience on both sides.
Oo.
Conclusion po of this week is there's a countdown, and then 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the lights all turn on, the electric fans all turn on at night, and it's a whole community event. And I think that's what
Okay.
always makes me cry, makes me feel fulfilled, because you can really see the smile and the light on everyone's faces and how happy they are and how much it's really going to make a difference. And beyond just that one night, we are always back in the community. We're able to see how it continues to help them on their day-to-day. So I think that's what would make me smile po.
Oo. Yung part na may ilaw na. Di ba tayo pag nagkakaroon ng kuryente, tapos may ilaw na palakpakan sa bahay, may ilaw na! May kuryente na.
Saka alam mo, partner and Miss Naomi, diba, pagka may ilaw, parang it symbolizes hope. Parang may pag-asa kapag may ilaw. Kasi parang you can see everything, you can do things na walang makikita mo yung mga ginagawa mo. So parang it also symbolizes hope. Diba? Parang pag-asa, yes, may ilaw, diba? So I think it's very inspiring, no, that there are a lot of organizations. Actually, yun nga yung kay Iliak, yung 1 liter of lights. And then this one, when I encounter 1 million lights, I'm very interested to know more of what you guys do. Kasi nga, ngayon kasi parang ang focus ng mga tao yung pagkain. Kakulangan sa pagkain, kakulangan sa edukasyon, diba? Pero yung sa aspeto ng ilaw, which also affect everything.
Yes.
Kailangan mabigyan ng spotlight,
liwanag.
no, ng spotlight to recognize. So that's very inspiring na meron ganito mga organization. Looking ahead, Ms. Naomi, what can we expect more, or what are the siguro future programs that 1 Million Lights can offer? Yung mga future projects that nakabangan namin sa 1 Million Lights.
Moving forward, 1 Million Lights will always continue to do what we've done, but there will be a focus more on solar energy and how it can augment livelihood projects. So our goal is to always help the communities ignite their local economy. So there will be interesting and fun and really great projects coming up where solar will tie into agriculture, farming, um, helping the women in communities have their own source of livelihood,
Mm-mm.
and generally just trying to find ways to make the energy, the solar, tie into long-term
Mm-mm.
efforts, long-term change in different communities. And the goal at the end of the day is for 1 million lights to not be in the communities anymore, meaning that we're no longer needed because the communities have been able to really grow and develop on their own. So that's our goal.
That's good, diba? Talagang 1 million Lights Philippines. Ayan. And of course, ngayon ba itong October na tayo o 2 buwan na lang ay magtatapos na ang taon natin. Naomi, may mga ano pa ba tayo hinahabol na mga gusto pang mabigyan ng ng pailaw, ayan, ng liwanag ng 1 million Lights Philippines?
Mm-mm. Yeah, towards the end of the year po, we have lots of projects. If anybody wants to reach out, if they want to do any kind of, company projects or personal family outreaches, always welcome at 1 million lights. We have our solar light projects where we give out solar lamps to communities for
Oh,
mobility. We also have school electrification projects coming up this year,
okay.
and constant fundraising and trying to um, grow really the different community bases and the projects in these communities.
So, madami pa pala, no, partner. Ayan.
Busy, always busy po.
Of course, maganda yan. Yes, partner Jojo?
So kung merong, Miss Naomi, no? So kung merong may mga gustong to start projects like this, maybe not really solo, start projects to help their community. Bilang you have been here for a long time, started as a volunteer, became part of 1 Million Light or other organization, what would be your tips or advice so they can keep going?
How they can help po in their personal lives. Tama po ba?
Yes.
I think is to always know that you have the capability to help, even if you're just one person. It always starts with one person. If you get a group of friends together, if you reach out to an organization working, I think a lot of it is in the community, leaning on other people who also want to help, who are also interested, who are also working. I think if you just keep leaning on the community around this work and learning about the stories of the Filipinos, then you'll never run out of a reason to help, or you'll never feel like there's no hope because there are so many people who are doing their best talaga.
Oo. Kakaiba, partner, ano? Talaga ang objective at nais or mission ni Miss Naomi is talagang 1 million Lights Philippines. So, ang gandang tingnan yung mga bata, masaya yung komunidad, no? Nabibigyan sila ng liwanag, no? Ng ilaw, yan, no? Ng kuryente. Maganda naman. So, pagka ganyan, Miss Naomi, saan pwede kayong matagpuan yung official Facebook account nyo? And paano makakatulong? Meron ako nakita, partner Jojo, kila Miss Naomi na official Facebook account nila. May mga testimony rin doon, di ba, Miss Naomi?
Opo, you can find us on Instagram and Facebook, 1 Million Lights PH.
Ito yung mga testimony ng mga kababayan natin na natulungan nyo. Tama?
Opo.
Okay.
Yung mga teachers or yung mga health workers.
Oo.
Those are the testimonies po.
Oo, that's good. So the official Facebook account is 1 Million Lights Philippines, no, Naomi?
Opo.
Ayan, hanapin lang nila. Okay, yes, partner?
Yes. Also, Naomi, if for all those listening with us right now, ano yung mensahe mo? Siguro parting words no, before we end this episode. So your message to everyone who's listening. And if they want to volunteer as well,
Oo.
can encourage you. Oo. Go ahead.
Yan, so if anybody listening wants to volunteer at 1 Million Lights Philippines, just shoot us a message on Instagram or Facebook, and you can begin your volunteering journey with us. I guess my parting words would be to just listen, to have empathy and to take action.
Mm-mm.
Because there's lots of action to be taken, lots of organizations working. So just try to find the one that speaks to you and work with them.
Mm-mm. Ang ganda ng cover photo mo, kitang-kita yung ngalangalan ng bata. Sa pagtawa, partner. Talagang tuwan-tuwa sila, no? Miss Naomi, no? May ilaw na yan. Thank you kay Wilson sa ating digital head ngayon for showing us this mga maps, no? Or photos or pictures from the 1 Million Lights Philippines. So, tulong to po tayo dyan. Ang sarap, no? ng pakiramdam, Miss Naomi, na may liwanag na. Ayan, ang kanilang komunidad at buhay. Okay. So, with that, Miss Naomi, ayan, maraming salamat, partner, kay Miss Naomi.
Yes. Thank you so much, Miss Naomi, no, for joining us. Sorry, may pahabol akong question. This is gonna be like parang Miss Universe question, pero hindi naman sobrang hirap. Kung merong isang word na you will encapsulate 1 million light advocacy, what would be that word?
Mm-hmm. Call a friend? Ang hirap na hirap. Partner, pinahirap. Call a friend?
Million words.
What is that? 1 million?
1 million words.
Words.
Mahirap
Ayun.
yung one word lang.
Okay.
I guess I would say heart.
Yeah.
Through 10 years po, volunteer run po kami. And what got us through all of that was heart. And now, even with a full-time team and we expand our operations, it's always about the heart of the work po.
Oo. So, heart pa rin, partner. Heart. Okay? Ayun!
Yeah.
Oo. Kasi iba, di ba, meron na, may liwanag ang buhay. Sila Miss Naomi kaya heart. Ayan, may puso. Ayan, sa 1 Million Lights Philippines. Thank you, Miss Naomi. At
Thank you,
may mga
Naomi.
ganyang
Thank you so much for
istorya.
joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat. Magbuhay ang 1 Million Lights Philippines. Yan po, i-follow nyo sila sa Facebook. Meron din silang Instagram, no? You can volunteer, maybe if you are an organization, you want to partner with them. I think they're very open with collaboration. So, i-follow nyo po sila and send them a message if you want to partner with them and collaborate
Oo,
with
partner,
them.
naalala ko, ano ba? Lilac ba? Lilak?
Ilyas.
Ilyas.
Yes.
Di ba ganyan din siya? Nagpupunta siya sa mga bundok.
Yes.
Oo.
Yeah.
Tapos
Parang
parang,
I think yun nga, maganda sa 1 Million Lights partner is
Oo.
it tackles also the different yung issue ng society, like education,
oo.
all that. So,
Livelihood. Oo.
yeah, expanded yung natutulong. Alam mo, solar is very, very good. It's just that hindi pa din sobrang hindi pa aware ang mga tao
Mm-mm.
anong kahalagahan ng solar and bakit kailangan natin ng solar.
Mm-mm.
So I think the awareness still need to be there.
Yeah.
Kailangan maging aware ang mga tao, maging informed, well-educated and well-informed.
Sa solar.
Para, yeah. So maganda yung proyekto na ginagawa nila ng 1 Million Light. No? Not just to help really have a light, but also to inform and educate people the importance of solar.
Solar. Kasi may mga gumagamit na yan, partner, na ilang mga artista. Richard Gomez, di ba? The famous. And I think mag-asawang Jenny Linden and Dennis, parang yung bahay din nila na feature solar lights din, partner. I think San Juan here, yung mga waiting shed, parang may nakita ko may solar lights, partner. Mm-mm.
Yeah, and even yung sa mga poste namin dito solar na din
That's
Kasi,
good. Oo.
yeah, oo. So that's good. We maximize that.
Mm-mm.
Ayun, so, well, nakaka-inspire itong umagang to. Busog na naman tayo sa mga storya at
Yes.
mga nakaka-inspire na journey, no, from our guest this morning, Miss Naomi Riskin. So, thank you so much for that. And tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang ating paghahanap for the search for hometown heroes. If you want to check out the details, how to apply or how to nominate, please go to BCY Foundation on Facebook. At makikita niyo po ang requirements and qualifications. So if you know someone or if that's you, please nominate and apply now. Hanggang November po yan. The awarding ceremony is on November with the anniversary month of BCYF.
Yes naman. And we will see you na on
I-share niyo po ang aming
November.
replay. No? I-share niyo po ang aming replay. Pwede niyo po mapanood itong episode na to. Kung hindi kayo nakaabot to sa iba naming episode, pwede niyo po sila mapanood.
Oo.
We also have YouTube channel, the BCYF TV. Pwede niyo po siya mapanood doon.
Ito,
And of course, in DZXL.
Ito po yung aming official Facebook account ng Benita and Catalino Foundation Partners. Thank you, Wilson. Ayan.
Ayan. So maraming salamat po muli sa mga nanood at patuloy na sumusuporta sa amin tuwing Sabado dito sa aming programa. In behalf of our chairman, Mr. Tony Yap, the Board of Trustees, and even the volunteers and partners and team behind BCYF, kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa inyong lahat sa pakikinig at panonood tuwing Sabado. Muli ako po si Jojo Armenta.
We'll see you next month, partner.
See you next
November na! Tuloy-tuloy tayo. Partner, happy weekend and again, congratulations. You stay,
Thank you so much po.
you stay happy. Thank you. Mga kasama, yan po aking partner Jojo Armenta. Bago tayo tuluyang magpaalam sa ating programa ngayong araw na to, bigyan daan ho natin ang ating mga balita mula sa ating mga radyoman. At ito po ang Malacanang umapila sa publiko na magtiwala sa proseso ng ICI kasunod ng pagsugod ng ilang relista sa tanggapan kahapon. Alamin natin ang balita mula kay XL Radyoman 5, Chanel Salazar.
DZXL Radyoman Report.
Umapila ang Malacanang sa publiko na magtiwala sa proseso ng investigasyon ng Independent Commission for Infrastructure. Pahayag ito ng palasyo kasunod ng pagsugod ng ilang individual sa tanggapan ng ICI kahapon. Batay sa ulat, ipinahayag ng mga nagprotesta ang kanilang pagkadismaya sa umano'y kakulangan ng transparency at mabagal na pag-usad ng mga kasong iniimbestigahan ng komisyon. Ayon kay Palace Press Officer Claire Castro, may sariling mandato at polisiya ang ICI bilang isang independent body at patuloy nitong tinutugunan ng mga kasong isinasampa laban sa mga sangkot sa anomalya. Nakapagsumite na rin anya si Secretary Vince Dizon na mga kaukulang kaso, patunay na tuloy-tuloy ang sinasagawang investigasyon. Panawagan ng Malacanang sa publiko na hayaang umusad ang proseso at bigyan ng panahon ang mga otoridad na maisagawa na maayos ang kanilang tungkulin upang mapanagot ang dapat managot. Kasama mo sa palasyo ng Malacanang, Radyoman 5, Chanel Salazar, Tatak RMN, DZXL 558.
Maraming salamat. DOH naglabas ng advisory sa mga residente malapit po dyan sa Bulkang Kanlaon. Detalye ng balitang yan mula kay XL Radyoman 2, Joyce Adra.
DZXL Radyoman Report.
Naglabas ng abiso ang Department of Health para maprotektahan ang mga residenteng naninirahan na malapit sa Bulkang Kanlaon. Ito ay matapos na muling pumutok ng nasabing bulkan kagabi. Pinapayo ng DOH ang mga apektadong residente na magsuot ng mask tulad ng N95 o di kaya ay basang tela. Maaari kasi pumasok sa baga ang acidic aerosols na dala ng pagputok ng Bulkang Kanlaon. Ayon sa DOH, mapanganib sa mata at lalamunan ang abo ng bulkan na pinaiiwas din ang mga residente sa permanent danger zone ng bulkan. Isara ang mga pinto at bintana at uminom ng tubig. Kailangan ding maging alerto sa abiso ng TVOLs ng lokal ng pamahalaan o ng lokal ng pamahalaan ang mga naninirahang residente. Kasama mo sa DZXL Manila, Radyoman Joyce Collantes, Adra, Tatak, RMN.
Maraming salamat. DSWD handang magbigay ng tulong sa Negros kasunod ang pagputok ng Bulkang Kanlaon. Detalye ng balitang yan mula kay XL Radyoman Marjo Domingo.
DZXL Radyoman Report.
Kasama Jenny, handang magbigay ng tulong ang Department of Social Welfare and Development sa lalawigan ng Negros kasunod na pagputok ng Bulkang Kanlaon kagabi. Sa kanilang opisyal na pahayag, sinabi nila na handa silang tumugon sa anumang pangangailangan na idudulot na nasabing pag-alboroto ng bulkan. Dagdag pa ng ahensya na makakaasa ang mga residente na nasabing lugar na mabibigyan ito ng maagap at makapagkalingang serbisyo. Tiniyak din ng ahensya na sapat ang mga supply na nakapreposition sa kanilang mga warehouses para sa agarang pangangailangan. Kaugnay nito, bahid sa ulat ng PVOC, ilang barangay sa Negros Occidental at Oriental ang naiulat na apektuhan ng ashfall mula sa Bulkang Kanlaon. Kasama mo sa Quezon City, Rajuman Margie Domingo, Tatak RNN, DZXL 558.
Maraming salamat, Senador. Pinagsusumite ang DPWH ng formula sa pagpapagawa ng mga proyekto. Detalye ng balitang yan mula kay Axel Rajuman Sais, Con Debata.
DZXL Radyoman Report.
Inatasan ni Senator Loren Legarda ang DPWH na magsumite ng formula na ginagamit na batayan sa pagpapagawa ng mga proyekto sa bawat lugar. Kaugnay ito sa hindi nagtutugmang malalaking pondong ibinibigay sa isang maliit na distrito na may maliit ding populasyon, samantalang ang mga lugar naman na tunay na nangangailangan ay kinukulang sa alokasyon. Sa ginanap na budget hearing ng DPWH ay nangako si DPWH Secretary Vince Dizon na pag-aaralan niya mismo ang mga hindi maipaliwanag na sistema sa ahensya. Nangako rin ang kalihim na tatanggalin sa latag ng 2026 budget ang mga hindi nararapat na ponduhan na proyekto. Muli na may pagpapatuloy sa Lunes ang budget hearing ng DPWH kung saan ay pinagsusumite ng mga dokumento itong ahensya upang makita kung nagtutugma ang inilalaang pondo sa mga proyekto. Kasama mo sa Senado, Rajuman Sais, Con Debatak, Tatak RMN, DZXL 558.
Elvis at maraming salamat. Muli po, samahan niyo kami sa susunod na Sabado. Dito po naman sa ating programa alas 10 hanggang alas 11 ng umaga. Susunod na po ang Usapang Trabaho Weekend ni Rajuman Lu Panganiban. Ako si Rajuman Jenny Pahilanga sa ngalan rin ng aking partner, Jojo Armenta, at hatid sa inyo ang programang ito ng BCYF at ng RMN. Hanggang sa susunod na Sabado, ito po ang Kwentong Bayani. Ang oras 10:59.